הותר לפרסום. Cleared for publication. The two words that tell the world our lives have been destroyed. They will never be the same again. I suppose this is the first time I'm talking in front of a crowd. The same words, that because of them I'm here today. These words threw our family in the spotlight. If it was radio, TV, nobody knew us beforehand. Now everyone does. Not only us, another 916 families of soldiers who were killed since the 7th of October, not including those who fell on the 7th of October or at the Nova Festival, or the civilians who were killed. Firstly, thanks to JNF Kakar. As a kid growing up in Cape Town, I remember an elderly lady, I think her name was Rachel, not sure, who used to come every now and then and empty out the blue box. Some of the trees in this forest, or other forests, were basically planted thanks to those monies from us and from everybody else. Never been here before, never had a reason to be here before. Never would have ever imagined that standing here one day as a forest of one of the soldiers. לא רוצה, אבל בשמחה. I don't want to, but with pleasure. One of Netanuel's famous sayings. We're printed on thousands of stickers that have traveled around the country, around the world. We have stickers if anyone wants. I haven't seen some stickers posted anywhere in South Africa, but say that. Asking Netanuel to do something was often answered with this phrase. I don't want to do it, but with pleasure. If it was doing dishes at home or in the army, that was a motto that he lived by. His army service was fraught with disappointments. Almost everything that he did in the army wasn't what he wanted. He wanted to go to one unit, he was sent somewhere else. He wanted to do one job, they sent something else. But again, back to his famous saying, "Lo rotze aval b'simcha." No matter where he ended up, he always did his best, demanded the best of the people with him, and always with a smile. Netnael was mostly quiet. Most of his answers to any question was monosyllables. How are you doing? Fine. How was your day? Sababa. Getting a full answers out of him, very difficult. Another famous saying, printed over here, Al tishkach lechayech, ata chayef an Hashem. Don't forget to smile, you're alive and breathing. That was an answer for his. How are you doing? Alive and well. Don't need more than that. It summed everything. He was a combat medic and a MAC, a non-commissioned officer. After his course Makim, they were sent out to different jobs. He was offered the job as a senior medic in his Gdud. Half an hour later, he was told it was given to somebody else. Their family pulled a couple of strings and took the job from him. We said maybe we can do the same, basically get it back for you. We had a couple of friends in the system, not many, and we could have tried something. He says, "No, I don't do things like that to my friends." Netnael served in Gdud Shimshon, Chativat Kvira. His final job in the army was Kashal Samach Mempei. The Samach Mempei, his officer's signaler, carrying the communications gear on his back and being the guy who talks to everybody. How they decide that, I have no idea, but okay. But that's what he did. On the morning of December the 23rd, 2024, they were in the base, a building they captured in Gaza, and they saw a group of 4 or 5 terrorists approaching the base. Netnael and his officer, Captain Eli Tedgi, sprang to action, killing one of the terrorists and chasing off the remaining. They were joined by another couple of officers, soldiers, chapakim, and another 10 or 15 soldiers that they. On the way back to the base, a couple of explosive devices were detonated on them. Nitnael, Captain Teddy, and Sergeant Major Hiladina Hashim killed them up. Were immediately killed, and one of the other soldiers was wounded. It took about 4 hours to get the bodies out of Gaza. The same soldier who was wounded who was saved by Netanel absorbing most of the blast, told us during the Shiva that a few minutes previously, before the fatal blast, they met each other and Netanel was smiling. He was killed doing what made him happy, fighting to protect his land and his people, while looking for hostages. Erev Simchat Torah, we received a piece of information that 3 of the hostages that he was looking for had been released. He was 21 when he was killed. Before he went to the army, he volunteered with an organization called Simcha, going to hospitals, singing to patients, and trying to lift up their spirits during their difficult times. He wrote a paper in 11th grade, saying that while volunteering, he met volunteers from all across the social spectrum, religious, Haredi, all doing the same chesed, the chesed uniting them. He wrote a paper in 11th grade. To sum the paper up, he said, I feel that getting to know people I don't meet every day in such a positive way lowers barriers, breaks down stigmas, and enriches my perspective on the world and the challenges that Israeli society in all its diversity and sectors faces. We as a family are trying to live up to his beliefs and ideals. I ask all of you to try and do the same. It's not easy, but it's worth the effort. And always remember, אל תשכח לחייך, אתה חי עם השם. יהי זכרם ברוך.